Welcome to Downtime in the Apocalypse, a podcast where Ted talks and Kevin listens. I'm Ted.
And I'm Kevin.
Listeners, hey, I'm just going to say this because it's really on my mind right now. Be careful when trying new foods.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, it might make you terribly sick.
Yeah, so last night, Kevin, I, my girlfriend, and our friend Sean came over to my place and we played a wonderful round of Fate Accelerated.
Accelerated.
And over the game, I started developing a rather deep headache. I assume this is because I ate basically no food and we started heavily drinking around 1:30.
Yeah, it was around like 1:30, like 12:30-ish, I guess.
Yeah, so I took a nap, woke up, and it was just getting worse.
Yeah.
Katie left because she has like responsibilities to do. She's like a dozen animals to take care of and is probably the best chicken tender of her family.
I can see that.
She has like a stick to like herd them. She's a
Oh.
chicken shepherd.
She's Does it have like a hook on it or no?
No.
Yes, a chicken hook.
Yes. Oh my god, she would love that.
Yeah.
But I think something we ate or probably drank because I had a few of the crackers and stuff we had last night, this morning.
Right, no side effects from that.
No, and I've had enough goat cheese to know that's probably not it.
Okay, and the port wine was also fine?
I've had port wine cheese before as well.
Okay.
That one is a maybe.
Yeah.
Because it has been a while.
But
I'm assuming one of the wines or the meat or something we had, I am horribly allergic to because I spent about 5 hours last night clutching my head.
Yeah.
Then my stomach and head.
Yeah.
Then shaking.
Yeah.
Then having the chills, which is an experience I've never had before.
It's not a fun one, I'll tell you
No,
that.
it's awful.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know why, but the pain seemed to drain away from my head into the rest of my body.
Is that like I don't know that's a positive.
It's a positive for me. If I can kind of focus, I can deal with pain.
Yeah, but if it's all centered on your head, then
it does not work.
Yeah.
I can deal with pain as long as it's not in my head. If I I don't know, it's just it. If I can think my way through it, or just kind of either just focus on my breath or something like audio.
Yeah, like detach away from it, basically.
Yeah, you give me like. One time I had the stomach flu terribly for like 3 days.
That sucks.
And I found the Horus Heresy series of Warhammer books on audio.
Oh,
and
so
I listened to all of them.
Zoned it out completely, basically.
Yeah, I'm pretty good at doing that. Focus is kind of something I've been good at, like forever.
Yeah, not so much me.
Yeah, but... no, I understand how very thankful I should be. Unfortunately, what I can focus on is limited, but what I can focus, I can hyperfocus.
Yeah, you have that exact microscope. Oh, microscope.
Yeah, I can do that.
That's still one of my favorites, though.
Oh, that was such a fun game. Honestly, hey, if your brother wants to play a game tonight, we could do that.
That would be fun. I think he would. Actually, he's going to a party, so it's going to be.
Damn it! I really want to play that game.
Yeah, no, I know. Yeah.
We'll talk later.
Yeah.
But yeah. So, I spent all those hours actually wondering if I should text Kevin saying like I'm terribly sick, or alternatively call 911 for an ambulance.
Yes, and I'm glad you're okay now.
Me too. I woke up in the morning and I felt great.
Made a full recovery.
Yeah, that's why I don't think it was like an illness. It must have been an allergic reaction, because no way in hell could I recover that quickly otherwise.
Yeah, no, I see what you're saying. If it was like some sort of stomach bug or something, you'd still be feeling it, I think, like into a day or so.
Yeah, no. Yeah. And it wasn't primarily my stomach either.
Right, it was more your head and then transferring to your stomach and the rest of your body.
Yeah, no, head hurt. It was keep getting worse. And then my stomach hurt at the same time.
Yeah.
And then the rest of my body hurt. And then my head stopped hurting and the rest of my body just hurt a ton. I'm saying, like, the pain never diminished.
Yeah, it just transferred.
Yes.
All right. Full Metal Alchemist style, just
exactly.
That. Yeah. All right.
Thankfully, I eventually realized that sleep would probably help, and I am very, very susceptible to melatonin. I bite 1 milligram pills in half to go to bed.
Oh, okay. I've never had that before, so I don't know.
Oh man, it's a wonder drug. Most people can do like 5 milligrams, no problem.
Yeah.
But if I do that, I'm drowsy. I'm dead the next day.
Oh yeah, that goes like carries over.
Yeah, I swear my brain makes no melatonin naturally. So like if I take it any artificially, it's just out.
Yeah. Well,
but that worked really well to just artificially knock me out.
Ted, something else has been going on recently, and I think we should address it just like a little bit. But the apocalypse has gotten like a little bit better.
Yeah, plague stopped.
Yeah, now raiding parties can be up to like 30 people and they can go outside because you don't have to fear
Yeah.
about the plague spreading.
Now, if you're vaccinated, though, the government has approved you and 255 friends of yours forming a perfect Macedonian phalanx.
Yeah, baby! Get that going! All right, I love
Which,
it.
man, I'm not gonna lie, I forgot about that today, and this, not even joking. This morning, I have a weighted blanket I like,
Yeah, yeah.
and after having the chills last night, I realized I really wanted it washed.
Ah,
I brought it to a dry cleaner before, owned by a friend of mine's stepfather.
yeah.
But he stapled it,
Oh,
so some of the weight started coming out
oh, that's
of just
weird.
two little pouches. And I know he
Yeah,
didn't do it on purpose,
right,
but it just kind of made it impossible to sleep with. And I'm like, well, maybe if I just wash it again,
right. It might help out.
or get all of those out at one section.
Yeah, no, I see what you're
It
saying.
seeed to. So I was just
Okay.
sitting in a laundromat for like an hour this morning,
Mm.
watching, going, wow, why is no one wearing their mask?
Oh yeah.
And I was just sitting there wearing my mask. Now, truth be told, even once I realized why they weren't, I kept my mask on, mostly because it was pouring outside and I was rather wet, and it helped take in some warmth, or at least made me feel warmer.
No, you know what? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I'm hoping wearing masks remains socially acceptable because they were damn handy in winter.
Okay. So here's my opinion on that. I've been because okay, the way that people kind of view this, right, is that if you complain heavily about like the mask wearing and everything, you're kind of being like a dick, which I kind of agree with because it's not that hard to wear a mask or anything.
Yeah.
So I don't want to be too celebratory about the fact that I no longer have to wear a mask and also vaccinated, so that also helps as well. I just don't want to wear a mask ever,
Yeah, no, I get that.
and I don't want it to curve around where now it becomes socially unacceptable not to just like wear a
Well,
mask.
see, I'm
You know what I
hoping
mean?
we kind of land in the middle, and we kind of have the Japanese, Chinese culture of wearing masks, where you just wear it when you're sick to stop spreading of colds.
Yeah, I mean, fair. It's
That's what I'm
fine.
hoping long term is becomes just like that. Alternatively, I did quite enjoy wearing my handmade ones in winter.
Mm-hmm. There is a benefit. There is a
Yeah, no,
benefit to wearing a mask during winter.
yeah, no.
Went
Now,
horseback riding, and that was like very helpful
yeah,
actually.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
But interesting enough, I actually can't stop wearing a mask.
Oh.
Uh,
Oh, because why?
my place of work.
Oh, they require you to still wear a mask and everything?
No, the state does.
Ah.
So when they said all mask restrictions are being lifted in the provisional government of Massachusetts, which we still maintain has power, though the empire really controls them.
Yeah. Yeah.
But they explicitly listed a bunch of exceptions to this.
Right.
And they're what you would expect, like living facilities, public transportation, and explicitly clubhouses.
Ah. You know what? That makes sense now.
No, it doesn't. I cannot think of why we were on that list.
I can kind of understand that. I mean, it kind of goes into that it kind of goes into that genre of place.
Yeah, I get the genre, but I'm functionally work at an office.
Yeah, no, yeah, but
Now, there is a
yeah.
caveat because we do have something called transitional employment.
Oh,
So we have deals worked with several local businesses,
yeah,
and they have reserved some jobs for us. And people that come to our club that want to get some experience or confidence can work those for 9 months. But to keep that job, everyone has a manager that works for the company.
mm,
So if the person can't complete it, they have a breakdown, they get sick,
right, or something similar. Yeah.
that person, their TE manager,
Mhm.
goes in and does the job.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see.
So I can
Alright.
imagine that, because that would be going out with the Lister.
Yeah.
The reason I bring this up particularly is because I just got assigned one.
Okay.
I do not think it's confidential, but I don't know yet, so we'll find out soon. But it's a local Lister company.
All right.
And I don't entirely know why they picked the new guy to be this when there are plenty of people at the company that aren't transitional employment managers.
Well, Brian, you've been there for a while.
No joke.
Yeah. So
I'm not even joking. When they made this announcement,
Brian.
No, I was downstairs fixing someone's computer.
Okay. You know what?
Because they were in a Microsoft Docs document, like their Excel thing,
Right, right.
and they were trying to figure out why they couldn't type anything. Fun fact: it's because they were in view only mode.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I fixed a lot of computers. Thankfully, nothing has been harder than, all right, let me revert this computer to Tuesday.
Yeah, and here we are.
That being said, as far as I'm concerned, I'm Computer Whiz, which is kind of great. It's like, oh, let me help you with, oh, we need help with Zoom. Me. You know how many times I've used Zoom?
5 times?
Less.
4?
2.
I've used Zoom a lot, and
Yeah.
no shade to Zoom. I hate you.
Yeah, no, so I feel like I can't say that because I do log into it for a meeting, but like I've never had to initiate one before.
Oh, right.
The
So you.
first time I used Zoom was when they interviewed me.
Okay.
They installed it on the computer, and I have had to send one Zoom link once. And then in one day, I was asked to fix 3 different teams of people Zooms, and did it in 20 minutes because the meeting was happening soon. Like, okay, I can see why you all think I'm good at this, but I hate to break it to you, I'm just trying stuff till it sticks.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair to you, a lot of that kind of stuff is all trial and error.
Oh, no, I think that's just I'm willing to accept that more.
Yeah. Yeah.
In fact, I feel bad because there's one person that works with me who's definitely trying to get better computers,
Right.
but she is older.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she'll admit that was not part of her upbringing.
Yeah. And
I'm at an extreme advantage to her, and she does her absolute best to learn. But then I'm like trying to fix it. What are you doing? It's like, look, I wish I could tell you I'm doing something super sophisticated. I'm clicking buttons till it works.
yeah. Yeah. Okay.
And it's going to work in about 5 minutes. It's not that complicated.
I think that the reverse side of that is that if you click something and then you screw it up even more, because like if I was working on like a car or something, I would not go and just keep on messing with things until something works because I would fear that I would break something or make it worse. And I feel that some people that feel that same way about computers, where if they do something and then
Yeah.
oh no, it's screwed up. Oh my god.
I get that now because I mean, no matter what, like when I was trying to figure out what was wrong with, the Zoom links,
Yeah.
I wouldn't go into the settings of the computer. Or
Yeah.
like what Zoom did again, because that keeps happening with different computers. My
I hate Zoom.
no, not Zoom, like focused in like 25 times amplification again.
Oh
With
really?
a different computer this time.
Oh.
Now the first time this happened, it was a woman who spends a lot of her time at the Massachusetts Institute for the Blind. So I understand how they messed up and put the wrong type of Zoom on their computer.
Yeah, you're right. You're
That
right.
one I at least get.
That reminds me of like my back like a long time ago, but my mom was asked to bring like chips to like a party, right? And what they meant was like poker chips. So she was in charge of bringing like the poker chips. She just brought like Lay's chips because she never played poker before. It's like or anything like that. So I'm getting that idea.
Yeah, no, that part I get. Like there's
Yeah.
certain problems with English, really.
English is a terrible language that nobody can truly understand.
Yeah, it's better than some Hungarian.
Why do you hate Hungarian, Ted?
Well, one, I have never had a positive interaction with anyone from that country, and I lived with one. And when I was studying abroad, that was confirmed. If anyone's a nice Hungarian, please send them to me. I'd love to be proven wrong here. But secondly, your language sucks. Now, it actually has some of the most complicated conjugation rules.
Oh, okay.
However, despite that, the one thing I'm jealous about it is, you know how like in English there's these special, actually most languages, like sometimes letters are silent or make different sounds and all that?
Yeah, depending on whatever.
Yeah. No, there's not a single example of that in Hungarian.
Oh, so it's
You can sound out every single word in that language.
Oh, that's great. That's actually really great. All right.
Yeah, if you can get past the stupid, conjugation rules and all the exceptions and how to spell and pronounce things, like, writing them. But once you can write them,
yeah, you're pretty
set. You can sound it out. There is no rules you have to remember.
That sounds really convenient.
Yes, the problem is everything else about the language.
Yeah, and also apparently the people. So
come at me, Hungarians.
they feebly raise a fist in your general direction. So enough about shitting on Hungarians. Let's talk about something else, like our weeks and such. So, Ted, what did you do during your week since last we talked?
All right, so I actually kind of messed up with a video game.
Oh, how so?
So I was in the mood for playing a new video game,
Yeah.
and it was between I wanted like either a Dark Soulsy game or like a Baldur's Gatey type of game.
Okay, so like one of those two kind of
Yeah,
RPG
I
kind
was
of
in
experiences.
RPG mood.
Yeah.
And I just looked at my phone, and like one of the random ads for it was Pillars of Eternity,
Oh yeah.
which is apparently a Baldur's Gate spiritual successor.
Yeah.
So I tried to download it onto my Switch.
Not great.
And it says, "Oh, this file's too big. It may have trouble." It says May,
Oh,
so I
okay.
deleted a few things off my Switch.
Yeah.
Particularly like Skyrim.
Yeah. Because you're good on that, right?
Yeah.
I would think.
I mean, I'll probably want to play it again like 6 months for some reason, but
And re-download it again. Yeah.
I own it, so it doesn't really matter now.
That's true.
But then I tried downloading it, and it won't let me. I'm like, how big is this game? And it is larger than all of the memory on my Switch Lite.
Oh.
Which I wish I looked at before I bought it.
Well, do you need like an SD card?
Yes.
Or? Okay, that's yeah. All right.
I am almost definitely getting one of those tomorrow.
Yeah.
Me and our friend Sean are going on a shopping spree tomorrow.
Oh, nice. You and Sean just going out in the city having fun. That's good.
We do this about once every quarter or season.
But you meant like business quarter, like
Either way,
Either way,
it
you're right.
works
Yeah.
both ways.
Where's what? Yeah, you're
But
right.
no, it's like, what do you call it? We're gonna stimulate the local economy.
Yeah. Go buy some crap.
Yep. This week, for some reason, we decided that Men's Warehouse. We're going to look dapper.
All right, you know what? That's you're gonna buy new suits.
But no, we
Yay!
are.
Yeah, no, I know that's
Want to
great.
join?
Was it tomorrow?
Yeah.
You know what? I need a new suit actually.
Oh, okay, I'll call you.
All right, that sounds good to me. Yeah. All right. I was not expecting that. Okay.
Yeah, we're also going to That's Entertainment.
You know what?
And then getting sushi.
Yeah, that's where are you getting sushi?
Probably Baba's.
May I recommend a different place?
Yes, Kevin, I'm listening.
Okay. There's this one place I go to all the time with my family. We went there actually pretty recently, and it's called Wang Wong.
Where's that?
It's down past Baba's. It's like on Park Ave.
Okay.
If you go like towards like towards my house or whatever, there's a 7-Eleven. It's right near that 7-Eleven kind of area.
I actually think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it used to be like Hoi Toi, like a long time ago. And I didn't know what that meant until they told me about that. So that's something new I learned.
Oh, okay, Kevin, we'll talk later.
Okay, sounds good.
Kevin, what have you done this week?
I took my mom out to Wang Wong.
Oh, nice. Why?
Because it was a late Mother's Day kind of gift.
Oh, I wasn't sure, because if it was your mother's birthday or something.
No, that's a separate thing where I got her like $200 gift card to Wang Wong.
Oh, nice. Is your mother's birthday also this month?
It was in May, so earlier on.
My mother's birthday was 3 days ago, so I wasn't sure,
Oh,
if they had
nice.
the same birthday.
That'd be kind of actually convenient.
Yes, which I got her one gift, which is a nail salon she used to go to a lot.
Right.
I know she changed nail salons, but that one's kind of screwed her over a couple times, so I'm thinking she might want to go back to her old favorite.
Yeah.
And I got her a gift card that's enough for a mani-pedi.
Nice. All right.
And then
So like $100 or something?
Oh, it's less than that.
Oh, okay. I don't know anything
65.
about that. Okay. I'll take your word for it. I don't know anything about
I
that.
can tell you that's the exact thing. I looked at the freaking price list they had.
Okay.
But I also got her, and this I ordered today actually, because I almost like traditionally get people like sleep stuff for holidays.
Right.
Like I got both my parents' pillows that go in between your knees when you're sleeping.
Oh, okay. Like, is that for joints and stuff?
Yes, it helps your knees don't hurt if you sleep on your side.
Oh, okay.
And I have been getting infinite commercials for something called a pillow cube.
All right. I've never heard of this.
Okay, it is a cube-shaped pillow.
Yeah.
Or not, it's like rectangular. And it's made of memory foam to keep that shape, but it's made to fit like the head hole.
Oh, like hole.
Yeah, exactly. But it's shaped for your head rather than, pillow shaped.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So I bought both of them that because chances are, as soon as I give one of them a gift, the other one wants it.
Yeah.
This happened. This happened. I got my mother the thing down. Now they have 4 of them.
Nice. Okay.
Because they liked them so much. They requested like, hey, this was last year. It's like, hey, I know you just got me those for one for my birthday, but I could use one for Mother's Day, and then Father's Day is coming up for your dad.
So that's so much more That's so much easier than whatever I should get my mom because I never know what to get her.
Oh yeah. My general rule, like, no one ever complains if you get them blankets,
Oh yeah, that's
and
true.
like I've gotten people like mattress pads for heat. I've got heated blankets. I got them super sheets at one point.
Oh nice.
Like,
Okay.
sleeping stuff is a remarkably good gift for people. I got someone a weighted blanket a while ago, and they loved it.
I also don't think people usually. I at least in my common kind of practice, I don't usually buy a lot of sleeping stuff unless I absolutely have to have it. You okay?
Grab your window.
Down the wrong hole. That the LA cart went down the wrong hole, my friend.
Yep. Um, God, I think the world is telling me to give up alcohol.
I hope not. It's fun to drink with you. It's fun.
Yeah, me. Oh, I agree. But the last few times I've drank have not gone well.
Well, just bad timing, man.
Yeah, but and that was physically just taking a sip.
Yeah.
But no, you're right. It's something a lot of people don't think about.
Yeah, it. You need someone else to kind of buy that
Yeah.
for you. I think.
Are you familiar with Hank Green?
Yeah.
Okay, so he said at one point, like, yeah, like, made a video or a couple series of videos, I think, where he was talking about like ways to improve your life that you don't normally think about.
And he was saying like buying sleeping
And
supplies.
one of like it was an old saying that he heard once,
Yeah.
and it was shoes and mattresses, because chances are you're in one or the other.
Oh, you know what? That's smart. That's like that death or taxes kind of thing.
Yeah, but
Yeah, it's like a good saying.
it's like, oh, you have here's sole inserts.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what?
Oh, you're sleepy. Everyone does that every day for hours. Here's a better pillow.
Yeah. You know what? You're right.
Yeah, it makes things very easy for gifts and tends to have a remarkable improvement on people's lives. Like, for like when I was doing security at Stand All Day, eventually a friend of mine got me inserts.
Right, to help you with like your feet and
And
everything.
he
Yeah.
got me the bare bones basic inserts. Like, these things were basically just like, I don't know, door stoppers, basically, like on your
Right.
shoe.
Yeah.
And that helped a ton.
No, I can
And I
imagine. Yeah.
eventually went, oh, I'm just going to get the deluxe version now.
Yeah. Now I've been introduced to this.
Yeah, exactly. Well, sleep. I'm telling you, sleep stuff. Great gifts.
Yeah. No, you're right. I'm getting more on this here. But other than taking my ma out to do that, I've also yesterday, after I played with you guys, everything, got my niece birthday gift. Got her like a light bright.
Nice. How old is she?
She is 11.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's about peak light bright age.
That's
actually.
like the light bright cutoff, I think, around like 11 to 12. But got her that, and also like a cookie thing because she's wicked into like baking now.
Oh, awesome.
And funny thing is, like, I got her a thing of like Twizzlers just as like a kind of like a throwaway thing because I think candy's fine.
Candy's always a good one.
Yeah, and then I really hate this thing where if somebody says to you like, oh thank you, but I don't like this, like especially with like a gift or something.
Mhm.
I feel like that just rubs me such the wrong
Yeah.
way.
So this was something I had to deal with a lot when I was a kid,
Yeah.
because as anyone who has done acid with me knows, I do not like Legos.
Yeah. What a statement. All right. Okay.
And man, did I have to grin and smile at a lot of people giving me Legos. Because that was our generation, that's age. Legos were the default gift.
Yeah. It was that for me was like Lincoln Logs.
See, I fucking love those.
See, I always wanted Legos.
God damn, why weren't we friends earlier? We could have just traded all our
Just
birthday
traded
gifts.
our Lincoln Logs for Lego.
Man,
You
that
can do
would
so
have
much
worked.
more with Legos than Lincoln Logs, though, Ted.
Yeah, I don't like the way Legos look or feel right now.
Okay, so it's like the tactile kind of sensation
Yes,
of it.
and in
Yeah.
fact, they're so small and finicky.
Yeah. Okay. I can understand that. It's just that there's only so many ways you can build a log cabin.
Oh yeah, man, you have not. No, you can do a ton of stuff with those things. Or I had these things called Tinker Toys for a while.
Is that like the knockoff, or is that like?
No, they were way different because like they came in a lot of different shapes and sizes.
Oh,
But
okay.
all of them had like circular inserts. But like there was these yellow, I don't know, whoopie pie shaped things that had like 10 different angles you could insert something in.
Oh, so you can kind of like poke it in and
Oh,
then
yeah,
try
anyway,
like.
it was so fun.
That sounds pretty cool, actually. So, oh yeah. Other than that as well. Last thing was just being watching a movie with you. which we're going to talk about later. But
Yes. Spoiler alert. Good movie.
yep, very good movie. I liked it a lot. But going from there, Ted, what else did you do during your week? Because I think I went first, basically.
All right. I've been playing some video games, um, and working a lot.
Yeah,
Now, working a lot's actually been good.
nice.
Um, Also, that being said, now that the apocalypse is over, I had some of my comrades come over, and my dad has had a rough year. This is, he lost his mother recently.
Yes,
He's been
yes.
working nonstop.
Yep.
So, like, my friends brought over bagpipes and cigars and everything.
I know who the person who brought over bagpipes,
yeah.
I think. Yeah.
And
He's probably listening. Or
yeah,
will
hi,
be
Andrew.
listening. Yeah.
But you know what's great about my friends? They insisted that my father join us at all points in time.
Nice.
Like,
nice.
not like, oh, can my dad join us? It's like, did you just ask? No, get him up here. No, I got beer. No, hand him one of mine. No, I insist he drinks mine.
That's great.
I'm often worried about older men and like that sort of interaction because you don't get it that often.
Well, like someone kind of like younger than you, just like talking.
Just a bros night.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. That becomes much less common over time.
Yes, and I actually think and this weirdly is a conversation of our bros nights a lot. How like psychologically helpful that is for men.
Yeah. No, I agree.
It's kind of having that support network of, yeah, but seriously, if something happens to me, what's going to happen to my wife?
Yeah. Yeah. And that's there's like a certain heaviness with some conversations that you want a more objective kind of understanding and less, I would say, emotional. Something like a little bit more rational. And I feel like you get that with a bros night.
It gets weirdly like I feel like alcohol has a U-turn where it's like super silly, but it becomes very serious all of a sudden.
Yeah, it's weird how that switch flips. It's like,
but there is a very real switch where it's like, all right, we've laughed all our stuff out, we've told the stories. Now here's the deep shit we've dealt with for the last year of isolation.
Yeah.
And man,
there's a turning point.
I'm not gonna lie, there was a fuck ton of it for all of us.
Yeah. God, that's very real, Ted.
Yeah, these things are important, people. Go talk to your friends.
No, I
Get
recommend
deep
it.
with them.
I recommend it deeply. Do that.
Yeah, do that once a month if possible.
Yeah, I agree. So
it's cheaper than therapy.
Yeah,
that's a lie. No, it's not. Bars are expensive.
Bars are expensive. Sitting at your home and smoking cigars and drinking is less expensive.
True, but I probably spent $80 that night.
To be fair, that's how much is a session of therapy.
Oh man, I had better insurance than you did.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Oh shit, I don't know about that anymore. I have living in hell.
Hey, welcome to my world.
Oh man, I hate my new insurance. When I left Valley View,
yeah,
I was so excited, and they Genesis just changed over to the point where the financial guy in my company was like, "Oh, how do you feel about Health New England? We just changed over." I'm like, "Oh God, I hate it." And he's like, "Oh man, I wish I talked to you a week ago." But like, legitimately, the look in his eyes was like, crap. I was like,
that sucks.
Like it was really funny because he's like, "Did I just make a big mistake?" Because I'm sure it was mostly him. He's the finance guy.
Right.
It's him and one other person.
Yeah, that sucks. That really sucks.
Yeah, and just hearing that, it's like, oh no.
Oh, here we are.
Good news. Did I tell you about my medication problem with them?
No, I don't think so.
So I take fluoxetine, and it has helped me immeasurably.
Yeah.
However, I don't know why, but my doctor, I can't really. She's a he or she, depending on which one I have. That day is a nurse practitioner. We have 2 nurse practitioners that own a practice in town.
Okay, right.
And they're the ones who prescribe it because they actually have licensing and everything to give up mental health drugs and do a joint practice. This is super convenient for my small-ass town.
Yeah, no, I can imagine.
But I used to get them in tablets.
Okay,
not capsules.
Yeah.
My insurance would no longer cover the tablets, but they will cover the capsules.
Okay.
Now, this brings up another problem. And this one I do not fully understand. Like, I just had to call my doctor. Unfortunately, they're not open on Fridays or weekends, so it took a while.
Yeah.
So, like, there was just a couple days where I was out drugs. And, by the way, when I go off these, I am not a happy Ted. The tablets cost 10 times more to make than the capsules.
Okay. Yeah. I can see where this is heading.
Why would they make those?
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, my initial reaction was, oh, people have trouble swallowing pills because they were smaller.
Yeah.
However, I've had to deal with that with kids a lot.
Yeah.
And while it's not tasty, and I knew one kid who did try his damnedest. Like I cannot even pretend this kid they didn't have a real problem doing it.
Right.
Because when we ended up taking the unscrewing the capsule into water and mixing it, it was disgusting.
Yeah.
And he would still stomach it because he knew it was good for him.
Right.
I'm gonna give that kid some props.
Yeah, trying his best.
Yeah, he was clearly trying. So even that was the only thing I could think of.
The only excuse.
Yeah, but even then, I can't imagine it should cost 10 times the amount.
I can't even wrap my head around that.
Take the powder you'd put in a capsule, mix with a placebo sugar stuff.
Yeah, and
that's it.
Yeah.
It's not that hard. I don't understand why they make them.
Yeah. That's an excellent question, Ted. That unfortunately we'll never find the answer to.
No, and okay, this brought me down a rabbit hole, Kevin.
Yeah.
Because I was like, well, how do you make fluoxetine?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that is kept under wraps like Fort Knox as medication.
Right. Well, I can imagine.
And Kevin, I don't even know if it's synthesized from a plant or animal. I cannot find information.
Isn't that kind of worrisome, though?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
It made me really worried because I was like, I'm a vegetarian for one thing.
Yeah.
Now, I'm fully aware that some things I have fat.
Right, derived from animals.
Yeah, it's very hard in modern life to, I think The Good Place has an entire season devoted to this, where it's like, no matter what, you do something immoral.
Yeah.
Because of just like the complexity of modern life.
Well, yeah, there we are.
But I just want to know what the stuff is made of.
And you can't get an answer?
No. And I don't mean like what molecule. Tell me what plant. Is it from an algae? I just want to know
what. Yeah.
Yeah. Can I get the genus? Not even the species. The genus.
It's something from Earth. That's all I can give you.
Is it a fungus? Is it a plant? Is it
something
microbe?
from Earth?
Yeah,
that's all I can tell you.
We hope.
It's not from like Mars. Well, you know why? Because the tablet form is made from something from Mars, so you have to fly it down every time.
The Shrek and I have Monopoly on tablets.
So the placebo that you so casually mentioned is all from Mars. So come on, dude.
Yeah.
Think about the taxes that we have to pay for that. Come on.
Yeah, but just remember, no idea where they come from.
Yeah. Here. Well, okay. At the same time too, like it. Where truly does candy or anything else that you...
Yeah, but see, at least I can find out what animals those are brought from if I look.
All right, yeah.
I mean, I found out what red Skittles are made of.
What is that?
So it turns out there's an insect similar to a ladybug where you get the dye from.
Oh, okay. Did not know that. Actually, it's just the red Skittles?
That's where most of red food dye comes from.
Okay. You know what? Yeah, that's kind of gross. But you know what? That's fine. You like eating bugs anyway. You're fine.
Yeah, I wasn't complaining about that.
Yeah.
No, once again, I'm 100% on the bug eating train. Look.
That's a weird train in general. It's a weird train.
No, it's 100% a weird train, but it's probably the most sustainable way of getting complete protein.
I don't doubt that. It's just that we're in the apocalypse here. There's a lot less people around.
Yeah.
So I think like in our version of the world right now, don't have to worry about that as much.
See, you don't have a cricket farm.
That's true. I don't, and I don't make my grasshopper brownies like you do. So that's true.
I do not make grasshopper brownies. That's disgusting. I make chocolate chirp cookies.
I'm sorry. You're right. My bad.
Yeah.
Your chocolate chip cookies are to die for.
They're actually really good.
I imagine they're something.
Kevin, next time you're over, I'll make you cricket pad thai.
I'm good. I'm good.
I'll de-leg them.
Listen, Ted, I've had crickets before. I can almost eat anything. It does not matter really. I just choose not to eat that because I just don't want to. It doesn't. I don't need to. There's no reason for me at this point in my life to do that. There isn't a meat shortage I have to worry about right now.
Cricket pad thai actually has an interesting flavor because when you cook crickets fed on vegetables, They taste like clams.
Yes, I remember you telling me about this before when we talked about this, like, in college, when you told me about that.
Oh my god, were you over there when we did that?
No, I wasn't over there. You told me
Okay.
about the after effects.
Oh man, poor Caitlin came over, and when I was like, she lived just a few doors down. She came over, and I was cooking, and then I pull over a bunch of noodles with crickets in them, and man, her face was hysterical.
Ah,
Oh
God.
god.
I can imagine. I can
Oh, it
imagine.
was so good. Weirdly enough, then like me and a couple of roommates ate it, and we just had like a very like, huh,
Yeah.
this is way more normal tasting than we were expecting.
Right. Just kind of expecting something more.
It's like seafood, right? Clams, mussels, I think
Yeah,
clams.
clams. Yeah, clams.
It was it was a really tame conversation, all things considered. Like I was doing like, haha, I'm gonna do something spontaneous with the meal. It's like, huh, this is actually pretty normal.
Yeah,
It's
normal
like
kind of taste.
yeah, if you closed your eyes, you would not think you'd think you were eating like seafood udon noodles.
Yeah. So go. Let's from talking about food here. Is there anything not bug related that you've had recently that you want to share with the world? What were your rations, my friend?
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, it could be bug related too. That's fine as well.
No, I'm actually trying to think of the last time I went out to eat. That wasn't just the pizza place next to my house. Oh, I went to Loving Hut.
Oh, how has that been? I have not been there in like a long time.
Yeah, it's one of my favorites, and it was very good.
Nice.
Actually, we went to crap. What's the name? It's the wine bar.
Oh,
Something
that's
to
like
sale.
at Arms.
It's in the Haynes Armory building.
Yes, yes.
Actually, I have a bottle of their wine in my trunk.
Oh, nice. Is it a red or a?
It's a white, and I explicitly bought it to make you try it.
Ah, I have to try that next time.
Yeah, because I forgot about it. Because apparently you know the owner.
Yeah. You know what? Yeah.
And
That's not hot out or anything. That would affect the taste of the wine just a little bit at least.
have you seen God's Not Dead?
Yeah.
Okay.
We don't need to go any further than that.
Have you seen all of them?
I've not seen all of them. I've seen God's Not Dead. I haven't seen the one where they're in like that. Is it like it's like a courtroom or something. I think it's
That's God's Not Dead 2.
yeah. Is there a third one that I don't know about?
Yes.
Oh,
God's Not Dead 3, A Light in the Darkness.
that sounds like a positive name.
It's by far the best, actually.
Ah, okay. Ted, let's get away from that.
I've seen all of them in theaters.
God. Have you seen
but-
Kirk Cameron's Saving Christmas?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Kevin, I watched Christian Mingle the movie.
That sounds like the Emoji Movie. It sounds like an idea.
Having seen both of them,
You like prefer the Emoji Movie?
it's closer than it should be.
Ah, that's not
I
good.
think Christian Mingle is still better.
Wait, what? What? Wait.
But it's closer than it should be.
Everyone's got to be thinking. Here's what I'm like. I'm stepping outside of this really quick, trying to step outside of like our bodies right now, sort of like Bill and Ted did, and I'm just trying to listen to this and think like, oh, prefers like the Christian Mingle movie over the Emoji Movie.
It's moderately better.
Talk about like it's my friends who have seen me on acid now.
There's one of you.
Yeah.
We didn't know we were doing acid either.
That makes it worse, I think, Ted.
Oh,
I think
yeah,
that makes it a whole lot worse.
It was awful. It was 100% awful.
Okay.
Yeah, don't do acid. And if you do acid, make sure you know you're about to do it beforehand.
Yeah,
Because
prepare
then
you
the
for that.
hallucinations start, and it gets bad. It's not as bad as the time I got roofied, but that's a different story.
That's a different story for a different day. So, Ted, here's what I've had.
Yeah.
That's some
Can I-
Wagyu
can I-
beef.
Nice. Just 1 second. Wow, why am I not straight edge? I just heard what I've said today. I'm like, why do I do Eddie Intoxicant? Okay, back to Wagyu beef. What is that exactly?
So it's this special type of like not lean, but just like the special type of meat that you eat just like raw, basically. So it has like this buttery, almost kind of melt in your mouth flavor to it. And I got it at Wang Wang or Wang Wang.
Yeah.
So had that one of the best things I could ever eat, and
Yeah.
super expensive with gold leaf on it and all that good stuff.
Ooh, nice. An ex of mine loved that shit.
Yeah, it's great.
But she also, the most cooked I've ever seen her eat meat was blue.
Wow. You know, I won't do that, but
Yeah, she was also a multimillionaire who had 2 yachts named after her.
yeah, so she could afford a different
Yep,
stomach in case something happened.
pretty much. And if you're wondering how her family afforded this, have you ever been to an IKEA? Yeah, her dad designed those.
Ah, okay. So talk about IKEA for a second here. I've been watching like this guy on YouTube recently. He's called Ordinary Sausage. So here's the idea. He takes like just a bunch of random foods and he tries to sausagefy them.
I don't know why. I'm in. I'm 100% in.
It's really I gotta show you some of these videos later, but one of them was like that wagyu beef, like I talked about. One of them was the IKEA like meatballs with like the red sauce, the
Yeah.
Lincolnberry.
So in Europe,
Yeah.
IKEAs are very common places to go to lunch.
Yes. Okay.
Like
Yeah.
they're a working man's like go out have a meal thing.
Yeah. That's kind of surprising me actually. That'd be like Home Depot having like a.
Yeah, but have you ever been to an IKEA cafeteria? They are remarkably good.
I have not ever been one.
They're way better than you think they would be.
Okay. I
Like
see what you're
have
saying,
you ever had like like how BJ's has like that little food stand at the beginning?
yeah, like the BJ's hot dogs and
Yeah,
such.
but are weirdly enough kosher.
Oh. Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, BJ's is a Jewish-owned store. I'm pretty sure the hot dogs are made of horse. Well, my dad had one because I kept always when I was a kid I loved
Yeah.
them, and
Well, even more now.
I haven't had one in a long time. But legitimately, and we never bought any for some reason.
Hmm.
But I would always get one on the way out, and my dad was like, "Oscar, I'm going with you both one time," and then he just takes a bite. It's like, "Oh, it's horse."
Just can tell from the taste and everything.
Yeah.
Ah.
It's like, "Oh, it's horse meat." Yeah, here you go. It's like, "Oh,
Good.
horse is delicious."
I'm sure the French would agree with that on their worst times.
For the Italians would agree with that.
Sure, yeah, you're right. Yeah. Bad times all around for a lot of different people there, but here we are.
Yeah, here we are.
So had the wagyu beef. Had here. Okay, can I go on like a little bit of a rant?
Absolutely, I insist upon it.
Okay, all right. So I hate hard seltzer.
Okay.
Like I don't like
As a concept or in practice?
both.
Okay, that's reasonable. Believe it or not, I actually hate the concept and I'm okay with it in practice.
Okay. The thing is concept wise, I get it. People like to drink seltzer, and some people like to put like seltzer with like vodka or whatever.
Yes, which I had once and I thought was the worst of anything. Well, I went out with a friend of mine for a drink because we were catching up and we hadn't seen each other in a long time, so we go to a bar that her mother works at and everything.
Right.
And she knows the bartender there, and she orders a vodka seltzer. And I ordered one too, because that sounded interesting to me.
Yeah. And you didn't like it?
I love vodka. I love seltzer. Kevin can testify to this. I have several hundred cans of it right now.
Yeah. Very true.
I bought over $100 of seltzer this week.
Yep.
You put the two together, and it's the worst aspects
Of
of
both.
Ugh.
It's execution wise, it needs to be the right seltzer with the right kind of vodka.
Yeah, I'm not gonna ruin vodka or seltzer
For yourself to try and
for
find that
trying.
out.
Yeah, no, I'm okay with having them both separately.
You know what's good though is tequila and seltzer with some lime.
So I actually did try that before and didn't think it was bad. However,
Well, I gave you some before.
yeah. However, our friend Sean, who keeps coming up in this conversation, hi Sean. You don't listen to this, but hello.
Yeah.
He accidentally ordered once. It was tequila, seltzer, and lime.
Yeah.
But they forgot to put the seltzer in it.
Oh, so it was just tequila and
And
lime?
lime juice. Yeah.
Ah.
And you know what? We both greatly prefer that.
Ah. You know what? Yeah. Okay, I can see that. That's fair enough. All right.
Cut out the middleman.
Just get rid of it. It takes away from the tequila and the lime, really. All right. Understandable.
Another friend of mine, whenever we partied, he used to. He's changed over the years. And whenever he had hosted a big party, he would just have one big mug of tequila.
And
And that's all he drank. That was the only intoxicant he had. Let me get my cup of tequila. Okay, we're good.
Yep.
And I thought that was an interesting way of rationing himself. It's like, oh, no. I got my cup. That's all I drink for the day.
Kind of like that, actually.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Very Mongolian.
Yeah. No, I agree. Um.
Please go on.
Yes. Every time you have like one of those canned seltzer, hard seltzers, whatever you want to call them, the taste of the alcohol itself is a bad aftertaste that I hate. It sort of reminds me of just, I don't know, drinking like Diet Coke or something like that. I just hate the aftertaste. It's the flavor itself is not great, and then the aftertaste is even worse and just like kills it for me.
Yeah, that's very reasonable.
So if you drink hard seltzer, I don't know why, and just drink a beer instead.
Yeah, so the person I was drinking with, I'm going to give her credit.
Yeah.
She has worked her butt off for the last few years and lost a fuck ton of weight.
Oh, no, good for her.
And
Yeah.
it's for reasons like that.
Yeah.
Like a stout beer has roughly 10 calories an ounce.
Ah.
So I just got 160 calories.
Yeah, from that one beer. Yeah.
A vodka seltzer has about 3.
Entirely?
Yeah.
Ah. Yeah. All right. Yeah. I can see that.
Yeah, so Kevin, I've been trying to lose weight lately and keep hilariously falling off the deep end.
No, same here.
It gets really bad where suddenly it's like I'll spend 2 weeks straight eating a salad at least once a day, normally twice a day for meals.
Right.
And like not snacking at all. And then the next week, suddenly I'm like up to my nose in French fries.
Yeah. When you fall hard.
Yeah, no, it's bad.
Yeah.
And I honestly don't know why it's been like this. Normally, I'm pretty good at being on one trajectory or the other.
Right. And then sort of like, if you are sticking with something, you're sticking with it.
Yeah, part of it is I can't do moderation.
Ah, okay. I see what you mean.
I'm good at abstaining from things.
Right.
Like, I do coffee fast regularly.
Yeah.
For 1 year, I quit coffee for a summer.
Right. I remember that, actually, yeah.
I can do that.
Mm.
I can't do it in a reasonable amount. It's either all or nothing.
Sort of like it's either cold turkey or not, or you're just back on it.
Yeah, that's really it, though.
Ah.
And I cannot get out of that. And it's really hard to abstain from everything, especially now that I drive home hungry.
Yeah.
Past 1,001 rest stops or fucking gas stations.
That provide you with all these different options to.
It is weirdly hard.
Clog your arteries.
Like, my gas gauge doesn't work, so I refill gas like every 2 or 3 days.
Yeah.
And whenever I go to a gas station in Cumberland Farms, there are these weird cookie sandwich things they have. And they're just stuffed with the same cream that oatmeal cream pies have.
Oh, that's great. Those taste great.
Kevin, I'm not going to lie. This week, there was one time I spent 15 minutes in at Cumberland Farms, like pacing around trying to figure out if I was going to get one.
That is tough. That is very, very tough, I have to say.
I walked out, but it's like, man, I wish this wasn't a struggle that didn't sound so pathetic.
My struggle. It's like a picture of you like trying to hold up like a cookie and just like.
But like it took a lot of willpower and like thought and like biting my teeth and everything. It's just like it was tough.
Right.
And then I left. Like, what happened? I didn't buy junk food, and it's like, great, that's the baseline for acceptable human. Like, oh.
When you put it like that, Ted, it's kind of sad. So only a little bit.
That's how my brain works, Kevin. Kick me while I'm down.
Oh God. So you know what we need to talk about to brighten our moods up a little bit here?
Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey?
Journey, yes. Yeah. Bill and Ted's Most Bogus Journey, dude.
Once again, spoiler alert, great movie.
Good movie. I liked it a lot.
So it starts, I don't know how long after Bill and Ted 1.
A long time actually, because it starts in the future.
Oh yeah, true. It does start in the future.
Yeah.
In the not so distant future. Next Sunday AD. But they're having a lecture.
Yes.
In the future, about with like some of the greatest minds in musical theory. Like Bach is there. Interesting enough, someone from the future, from the 23rd century, is there.
Yeah.
Some random artists I've never heard of before are there.
I just remember him yelling "station." That's all I remember from that, really. But yeah, he's there, and
and
Thomas Edison.
Thomas Edison's there for some reason.
Electricity, whatever. Not really.
Yeah.
Nah, not really.
All right. They are invaded by a group that wants to change the foundation of society
Yeah,
away from this weird rock music.
yeah. Get away from Bill and Ted. I want to start a whole new genre here.
Yeah, with law and order.
Order and fear and prejudice, basically.
Yeah, it's sort of a fascist coup attempt.
Yeah, yeah. With so the people in the future are dressed in like '90s parkas.
That's a
Like,
great way of putting it.
yeah, that's basically it. And then the people, the evil resistance, is just dressed in, I would say, Matrix gear.
Yeah, also a great way of putting it.
Yeah. So like, there's that. And then they come in, try and steal the time machine that our friend Rufus is piloting.
Yes, and Rufus manages to throw a guitar on top, which for some reason sticks,
Yeah.
and then takes the cord from the guitar.
While he's on it.
Yeah,
So
and
yeah.
gets pulled through the time stream.
Yeah. Oh, but here's the most important thing. The evil character whose name I can't really remember right now,
It's
but
not said very much.
it's not said very much, and he doesn't appear in the movie a lot.
No, he's only in like 3 scenes.
Yeah, I'd say that. But he is Rufus's teacher though,
Now,
and
he is his teacher.
and he was his favorite pupil.
Yes. Do we say what it was for now?
I say we save that till the end because it's a really good joke.
Okay, yeah. It was.
I love that joke. It's great.
I was not expecting that.
Yeah, but he makes Rufus's teacher, his sensei, makes evil robot Bill and Ted's. So
Yep.
he has those androids are sent back into the past to kill the real Bill and Ted, and then change history by changing their message and making himself like the supreme leader and ruler, and setting society and setting the stage for everything to come in the future.
Now, of course, this would be really freaky if someone like you came and claimed to be future you.
Yeah,
However, Bill and Ted are used to this, actually.
yeah, they've had this done to them before, and it ended up really well.
Yeah, so they're not that suspicious, even when
They still suck at music, by the way.
it's Bill, right?
Um,
Which one's Keanu Reeves?
that is Ted.
Okay. Even when Ted gets a bad feeling about this, he does a little like test.
Yeah. What number am I gonna show up with my hand in 3 seconds, dude? It's 3.
3! Oh, okay, you're on the level.
Which, you know what? Yeah,
I mean, hard to argue with that logic.
I guess. Yeah, it's very hard to argue. It's hard to argue with a lot of this logic in here. I would say it seems to be pretty straightforward with a lot of things that's going on.
Yeah, right? Exactly. You get it.
Yeah, we all get it. It's fine.
But of course, these are actually evil robots.
Yep. And then, in a surprising twist, they show like a Star Trek episode, the original series.
Yes. With Goran?
Yeah, with
Gorn.
yeah, Gorn. And they take him to like the same mountain.
And kill them.
Yeah, just like push them off. Not before calling them.
I'll say it. They just called them fags. And I know this was the past, but it really threw me for a loop.
I don't think we can say that, Ted.
Are you gonna have to bleep that?
I'm probably gonna have to bleep that.
Oh, please! And I don't mean edit out. Bleep it.
Yeah. You know what? Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
But I'm not gonna lie. It took me aback.
Yeah. It's sort of it's kind of it's so unexpected. Kind of hits you like with a surprise punch. Basically, it's like a sucker punch. So
Yeah, and like.
just have not heard that since like middle school. So
Well, I worked at a middle school, so I heard that a lot.
well, there you are.
But even then, I'm like, wow, this was in a movie.
Yeah, a fun adventure movie
Look,
where they don't swear.
I don't mean to sound like a woke weirdo, but it really took me aback
Mm.
because
Well,
it was like, huh?
I don't think that's like too. I don't think that's too like
No,
woke, per
I don't
se,
think
or
either. It was just
just
really
surprising. It's like jarring.
Yeah, jarring. It was very much like, what the hell?
I'm not gonna say cancel Keanu Reeves or anything over it, but
Well, no, it did kind of firmly establish they were the evil guys.
yeah, I mean they established that a lot, like with the robot Chubby.
God, that weirded me out. Okay,
Yeah.
Kevin, you're gonna go for that one because I'm.
So when they meet up with like the when evil Bill and Ted meet up with regular normal Bill and Ted, um, they look at like a picture of like the princesses. By the way, they propose. So I just want to say congratulations.
Yep,
Can't
good
wait
for
for the
them. Good
marriage.
for them.
Yeah,
Good for
good for
them.
them. See, like to see how that goes in the future. But they after they propose and everything, they got to win like the battle of the bands, so they can get like a bunch of money, so they can like impress everybody and
Payback Ted's dad.
yeah, pay back Bill's dad. No, Ted's dad. You're right,
Yeah.
Ted's dad. Sorry, pay it back Ted's
Which,
dad.
by the way, they've now switched stepmoms.
Yeah, again. I I love that continuity between like the two films. Just like Missy, just like cougaring on, not cougaring because she's the opposite. What's like an older man with a younger woman? That's not a cougar, is it?
No, it's robbing the cradle.
Is it robbing the cradle?
Yeah,
I thought they had like a term that was like the male version of like a cougar.
there probably is. I just don't care
A,
enough to like
a
look
Papa
it up.
Bear. Let's say a Papa Bear.
A Papa Bear.
Yeah, that sounds bad.
No pop. No, it sounds as bad as it should.
Yeah, you're right. Cougar sounds better though.
Well, I mean, we have better. Kevin and I probably have better association with the word cougar.
You know what? Actually, yeah, you're right. When I think about that now, that you say that to me right here in this instance, yes, you're right. Okay. You know what? Let's go on from that.
Yeah, let's never bring this up again.
Yeah, except for later on when they make that joke at the end. So there's another one. Um, but Missy is her name. She turns from being like Bill's mom to also Ted's mom.
Yep, she divorces one husband and goes to another.
Yeah, yeah, and yeah, jump ship. But other than that, going from there, the robot boner thing, evil robot Chubby is what I remember him saying. He looks at Ted looks like a picture of the princesses.
Evil Ted.
Evil Ted looks at a picture of the princesses and says, "Whoa, dude, I got an evil, wicked robot Chubby." And he's and Bill just like, "Later, evil Ted. We'll have to do that later, dude."
And Ted hated that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and Ted hated. Being a little confusing.
Oh,
All right.
yeah. Oh, man, I hated that so much.
Yeah, but no, they're evil.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well,
And what? Like evil Bill and Ted are evil?
that bit, I'm not sure it tells them they're evil.
He said he had an evil robot Chubby, so I think that's like still evil
That
though.
sounds like very puritanical.
You know what? All right, you know what? Okay, fair enough, Ted.
I have an evil chubby.
I have an evil. My Chubby's evil, therefore it's still part of me, but it's evil. Um, okay. They take them to the desert, and then they push them off a cliff, and they die.
Yeah, and they fall to hell for like 30 minutes.
That is not then, my friend.
Oh, that's right.
First thing that happens is that the Grim Reaper shows up to collect their souls and take them. I would like to think to heaven, but they might have gone to hell for all I know.
Yeah, honestly, I don't know.
Yeah. But either way, they take them to. Well, the Grim Reaper says that you have to beat me in a game. If you beat me in a game, you can return back to life.
And he's
No harm, no foul.
never been beaten before.
Which I don't believe, actually,
No,
because
no.
they beat him super easily later.
But first, they give him a wedgie and run away.
A Melvin, they call it.
What the hell is a Melvin? It looked like a wedgie.
It. I think it's like it looks like a wedgie too. I don't know why they didn't just say like a wedgie or something. Maybe they just didn't want to say it because it's dated. But a Melvin is also something I've never heard of.
I know what you did to someone if you gave them a wedgie.
Yeah,
If you gave them a Melvin,
it looks like the same thing. You just like grab like the back of their underwear and just like raise it up.
yeah.
So, yeah.
Oh, wait, okay, you can try. I'm looking up on a Melvin.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Go for it. So they give the Grim Reaper a Melvin, and then they escape, and then they try to find a way to get the evil Bill and Ted to stop their plan of just kind of like ruining their whole entire lives, and that takes them to the police station, where they try to basically possess Ted's dad, and he acts like Ted, which is a great scene.
Yep.
Uh,
And Bill possesses the sergeant.
Yep, and not as convincing that Ted possessed him because it doesn't seem like he's acting like Ted. Well, I don't know. Either way, um, so they both try to convince all the other cops to just arrest like the robot versions of them to make sure that they don't do that and kill their girlfriends, soon to be wives.
Yep. Okay. So I just found out what a Melvin is, and I hate it.
Okay, go for it. What is it?
A Melvin is a variant of the wedgie, which the victim's underwear is pulled up from the front to cause injury or at least severe pain to the victim's genitals.
Wait, so like when you say like
Instead
the
of
front,
you know how like wedgie you normally grab from like the back part.
yeah.
Melvin, they grab the front.
Oh, that wasn't like clearly displayed
No,
though.
and I think that's a good thing.
Yeah, you're right.
The female variant is called a Minerva.
Why is it called? Well,
I don't know, which is a disgrace to my literal. I'm not gonna lie, I have two like names for women that I just love, and it's Trinity and Minerva.
so Minerva was a little bit ruined right
Yeah.
there for you. Well, I'm glad Melvin wasn't ruined for you because no one likes a Melvin.
I have never met a Melvin.
I've never met a Melvin either. Don't like them. So back on track. They try to possess,
Fun fact:
Yes,
just do not read the Wikipedia article for wedgie.
yeah. Is it sad or bad or just gross?
Here, let me put this with the one thing I read.
Yeah.
In 2004, a 10-year-old required surgery to reattach a testicle.
Oh God! That's like That's like distinct. That's like torsion. I hate that kind of.
Yeah. So
God.
now that that's in my mind, I don't. The rest of it looks short, but I do not want to look at it.
Yeah. You know what? That's fair, Ted. Avert your gaze.
Yeah.
There's evil in them words.
I need some bleach for my eyes, please. Actually, not even joking. Eye bleach is one of my favorite Reddits.
Oh, really? Okay.
Here, you keep talking. I'm gonna pull up eye bleach.
Mm.
It's not bad.
Okay. I'm gonna trust you on this.
Kevin, have I ever misled you before?
Yeah.
When?
Let me give me some time. I'm sure I can think of the time. So going from there, they try to go to Missy, their mom, and try to contact her and tell her that Bill and Ted are going to be killed or have already been killed, and the princesses are going to be killed as well, and that they need help. What happens instead is that Missy sends them to hell.
Yeah. Now, quick pause. I'm going to show Kevin. I looked at the top of all-time eye bleach. We're going to number 3. Kevin, can you please describe what you just saw?
I saw a dog getting like a treat. I don't know what it was exactly, but then the dog takes the treat, puts it on the floor, and just like dances around it, basically.
Yeah, eye bleach.
Yeah. You know what? Okay.
Yeah, when you've seen something awful, sometimes you just need to watch eye bleach. By the way, like half of it is just dogs being like super adorable.
You know what? When you said why is it on IV?
Oh, because it's one dog comforting another dog for surgery.
Is that real?
Yeah, that's a real dog.
Oh.
No. Veterinary assistant comfort dogs for other animals are a thing.
Oh, I thought that was just like a string, and they're
No,
just like.
that dog is getting life-saving surgery and is like freaking out, but the other dog comes over and like cuddles with them for comfort.
Oh, that's really sweet. All right. Okay. Happy now, Ted. Thank you.
Yeah, right. Eye
Yeah.
bleach, great.
Yeah. I remember what we were talking about before with the terrible
They
thing.
went to hell.
Yes, they did. So they get sent to hell.
And they fall for 30 minutes, and that is hilarious.
Yeah, that is hilarious in of itself.
Now, I mentioned to a few coworkers that we were going to probably watch this movie soon,
Yeah.
and they made me watch this scene.
It's a great scene.
It's a great scene. I had no idea the context.
Ah!
Want to play 20 questions?
Sure.
Animal, vegetable, or mineral?
He didn't say animal, did he?
No, it's a mineral.
Mineral.
Zinc?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The air guitar. By the way, in case you didn't know, the air guitar, that motion, clears up smog.
Yes. We'll come later.
I love that.
I wish that was true.
I
I wish there was something like that was true.
just like that basic motion that can like just help the earth, basically.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because then I'd just be doing this all day.
Yeah. You know what?
I'd be a professional air guitarist just walking by the rubber factory in town. Look. My town has made two things in its entire life, and it's shoe rubber and asbestos.
I thought you were gonna say you and shoe
No,
rubber.
it's asbestos.
Oh,
When I
okay.
was a kid, like the rite of passage, I was breaking into the old asbestos factory.
Ah, as you all do.
I wasn't the last to do it.
I
They
like.
they tore it down soon after that.
I would like to imagine that every new Brookfield parent has to leave their child covered in wine, of course, at the old asbestos factory and hope they survive the night.
Man, I miss the old asbestos factory.
That's it's like that clown college.
See, the clown college you can make fun of more. I believe the asbestos factory has just like some nostalgic value to me because I saw it every day until I was like 11.
Yeah. I mean, it is like a place where you literally pump out poison.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Like,
Like I miss the arsenic factory that I used to know, but times changing.
you know the best part is
Yeah.
they tore it down and couldn't sell the land to anybody.
Oh, because it's like
Yeah.
riddled with asbestos. Yeah.
Eventually, they made a police station on it.
Oh, nice. And that place is always warm in the winter,
Yeah.
always cool in the summer. What a great
Which
place.
now, interesting enough, as a COVID sort of relief thing, and you kind of bring the community together,
Yeah.
they put up a drive-in theater at the police station,
Oh, that's awesome.
so you can get your kids to play on the old asbestos
This
ground.
field. Yeah, the asbestos. They should like build up like a baseball field and just call it like asbestos
Yeah.
field.
Like a couple weeks ago, like I was like, wait, what the hell are they playing? I look out the window and they're just playing The Princess Bride.
Oh, that's awesome. You know what? I wouldn't mind seeing again, like on like a huge screen, is Osmosis Jones.
Oh my god, that sounds amazing.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind doing that. Just a little Bill Murray there.
Yeah.
Anyway,
They're in hell.
they're in hell.
And hell is not what they expected. The album covers have lied.
Yeah, they've lied a lot to them.
Which,
Apparently.
honestly, I don't know. The hell they had there seemed pretty album covery to me.
It seemed like it was maybe a later album cover than they would have seen, where it's mostly like just hell and fire. Hell was more just giant floating rocks connected to chains.
Yes, that Satan had machinery to pull into a mechanical
Dragon's mouth, that's pretty metal.
Yeah,
Like,
but now they jump onto the mouth and climb up and try to talk to Satan.
yeah, just like have like an honest conversation with them,
And Satan opens the trap door beneath them.
like Looney Tunes style trapdoor. Just takes out their feet beneath them, and then they're trapped in like, this is interesting to me because I like set design in movies, and the set design for this is great because it's just uncomfortable enough where you have to crouch down.
No, yeah, it's
Yeah.
very clearly hellish.
Yeah, it's very hellish in a lot of different ways, and also Tim Burton-y.
It's very, and gets more so.
Yes.
So they find themselves in this metal hallway.
Yeah, with doors
With
everywhere.
doors everywhere, and they explore them, and they're all different versions of hell.
Yes.
The first one has like that drill sergeant person yelling at them.
Yeah, like that's Ted's dad's friend.
Yeah, then they go into individual hells.
Yeah, because they can't always be together except when they are.
One of them has to kiss their grandmother.
Yeah, like their teeth look bad.
Okay, yeah, they look bad, but I've seen so much worse teeth. I was like, like that wouldn't like if that
These
was,
are movie bad teeth, though.
yeah, but
These are kids' movie bad teeth.
yeah, but man, they have not nearly hung out enough crackheads to know what bad teeth look like.
That's true. You're
like
right.
I was looking at those teeth and went, actually, she's not for her age. That's not bad.
That's not bad at all. Yeah, the hair on the lip is a little concerning, but
Yeah, that's natural.
yeah.
You know,
Here we are.
Do you want an old woman like putting razor blades to her face every day?
Yeah, you got a good point, Ted. You got a good point there, my friend.
Yeah. So like, I honestly that one I was like, oh, if I have to pick any of these, I'm going to that one.
Yeah. It is like really creepy with like the room itself, at least.
Oh yeah, everything else is creepy. I'm just saying, like, compared to that, or the killer Easter Bunny.
He could have kicked that thing over.
I don't know if he could have. It's hell.
I guess, but at the same, here's the thing. Like, I never found Chucky very scary. Like,
Yeah, Sam.
yeah, so it's like you could just like football punt that thing, you'd be fine.
Yeah. That being said, when I was younger, I did have a thing with like humanoid-looking eyes at night.
Oh, that's always creepy. Yeah,
Yeah.
just like kind of peering at you from like wherever.
Yeah, like at one point, my parents went on vacation and got me like this not doll, puppet.
Okay, yeah.
And like it was one of the ones that had like multiple strings on it, you can move and legs and everything.
Oh yeah, yeah, like
And I
yeah,
and
like a
I had to
traditional
freaking
puppet.
put the thing in a drawer when I
Yeah,
was asleep at night
because it
because
was scaring you.
and it was like, but yeah, just like something about like it had like weirdly human like eyes, and
Yeah.
seeing those in just a little bit of light creeped me out.
I went up to New Hampshire to go to another instructor's like testing for their students and everything. My mom had to help like guest judge because we used to do that a lot back then, where you call in like a black belt from like a different
No,
school, and they
I mean, how many grandmasters of Taekwondo are there?
women 14. There's a lot more men though.
How many men?
I don't know off the top of my head. I think it's like in the thousands, but
That is higher than I expected.
yeah. But going from there, what was I saying? Oh yeah. So went there, and the grandmaster that was there at that studio, gave my mom like a tall like cutout of George W. Bush, like one of those like tall cardboard ones that you just like kind of stand up.
Okay,
Yeah, and then it got put in my room for whatever reason,
okay.
and then when I like was like sleeping at night, and I just like turn, I see like a tall figure in the corner that looked like George W. Bush. He's just like staring at me while I'm sleeping.
Yep, terrifying.
Yeah.
Fun fact: there is a Wikipedia article that lists all of the Taekwondo grandmasters.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. Is it all WTF or is it ITF?
1 second.
Sorry, W. Is it WF? Yeah, WF.
So there's the Kuki one,
Yeah, that's the one we go under. Yeah.
and then there is the International Taekwondo Federation.
Yes. So those are the two different
It has
branches.
and it has two different lists.
Yeah. No, no, that's right.
What's the difference?
Style. So ITF and the Kukiwan are just different like styles of Taekwondo that they kind of maintain.
Oh,
And my mom's original master was through the Kukiwan, and we kind of just like went from there ever since.
unfortunately, these things aren't in any order, so it's gonna take me a while to find your
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Best of luck.
mom. Thanks.
So, how do they escape hell, Ted?
Well, with Death's help, of course,
Yes, and they challenge death to a game,
and they pick Battleship.
which you know what? Good for them because they won.
Yep, pretty well actually. And then Death challenges them again.
Yeah, and here's a game I think I would play even less than Battleship, which is Clue.
Once again, I've worked with children, so I've played a remarkably large amount of both of these.
Okay, yeah. Would you play Clue with death, Ted?
No, absolutely not. I would way prefer Battleship.
Yeah,
And even then, like if I had to pick a game of skill, because I'd probably pick a game of chance, honestly.
honestly, yeah, same here. Because I don't know how skilled death would be.
Right?
I
It's
assume
like
very.
okay, yeah, but the game is a coin flip.
Yeah, there can be no skill in this, so I'd rather have
Yeah,
that.
because like you can have skill in rock paper scissors. There's championships for that for a reason.
No, there's a mental game you can
Oh
play.
yeah, yeah. I'm not saying it's like in the game itself. There's a meta game you can play with that.
One scene from an anime I watched recently was this dude didn't want to be like student council president or whatever, so he told the guy like straight to his face, "Okay, I'm gonna throw out rock."
Oh no, no,
Yeah.
no, no, no! Not even joking. I did this with my students a lot.
Oh, like you would declare what you're gonna do.
Yeah, but like, and I would say, okay, we're gonna do rock paper scissors for it, and I'm going rock. But it's also me doing it.
Yeah.
So they were like doing this thing in their brain where it's like, what 3D chess is Ted gonna play? Here?
Yeah, yeah. Is he gonna actually do rock, or is he gonna do like?
It was really funny because the students that like were my favorites and like I thought
Right.
knew me well got it way more than the other ones. Like it was like
Okay.
he's like, oh no, 100. Like this one kid who very much liked me. Actually, he called me last night. When I did this to him, he's like, oh okay, and just throws out paper. Like before I even knew it, he's just throws paper. I'm like, kid, you get it, you win.
Yep, yep. There we are. See, at that point, yeah, I'd probably also do paper with you. Actually, when I think about it.
Yeah, no. I was like, if I say, and I'm going rock, and I did go rock every time, and just watching the kids get psyched out. It's like the one time I got to sub for a class, and I went, and every answer on it's B. I didn't tell them that, but I was a teacher aide in high school.
Right.
For a guy, Mr. Beals, and he told me to make an easy test.
Yeah.
And I did. And it was 25 questions,
Right. And every answer was B?
except the third one.
Oh, okay.
And I want to point out, it was a biology class about cells and shit.
Ah.
I don't even remember what the correct answer was, but B for number 3 was Abraham Lincoln.
So, that's a good way to mess with somebody, Ted. I like that.
Yeah, and it was funny, too, because some people went, and just like just it turned in like 5 minutes.
Okay,
And then
yeah.
a few people very clearly actually did the test. And then there was a few people who just spent the entire period sweating.
Yeah.
It's like, no, what the hell?
Yeah. I do like that range of reactions. That's pretty awesome.
Oh yeah, it was very funny. And by the way, this was an 8th grade class, and man, you could tell exactly what type of person they were. And I know quite a few of these people at this point.
Yeah.
Yep. Fun fact: you can judge a book by its cover. If you look at it yourself, you can like, I can probably chart the direction of your life pretty well.
It's kind of sad in a way.
I'm not saying perfectly.
Yeah, you're okay. Fair enough.
But like, I was right more than I was wrong.
Like I say, that's kind of sad in a way. So they beat death.
Yes, and they go to heaven.
Yes, because they need some help.
Yes,
and then they mug 3 people in heaven.
Yeah, to get clothes, and then they have to answer the meaning of life,
which is just a lyric from a song.
Every rose has its thorn, just like every night has its dawn. Just like every cowboy has a sad, sad song. Every rose has its thorn. Now,
don't fear the Reaper.
Yeah.
He's right there too. Yeah, that's true. He's there for the rest of the movie, basically.
I was not expecting him to be a major character.
Has his own like solo album.
Like, spoilers, Kevin.
Sorry.
But they go meet with God.
Yeah. Who gives them a dish?
Yep. That's the best way to put it.
I don't know what else to call it.
And by the way, they do the Muhammad thing where you don't actually see God.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's just light.
Yeah. Have you ever seen Muslim movies where they have to do that?
No, I haven't.
Okay. So they do one of two things. POV from Muhammad's perspective.
Okay.
And the other option is the way funnier one. Is it just shows a bow.
Wait, like a bow?
An arrow, yes.
Oh.
And there is some symbolism to this.
Okay.
I don't know what it is,
but there's a reason. But okay.
So it's like suddenly just pops. Like one time, it's like, so I watch a lot of bad religious movies.
Yeah, I know.
And I watched a few Muslim ones. And one time, it was like Dora the Explorer, where like suddenly it would be the person like would like ask Muhammad a question.
Oh.
And they couldn't have Muhammad speak, so you just heard bells jingle.
Ah.
And then be like, wow, that's a great idea. We should invade Mecca.
Thank you, Boots.
Like seriously though, it was the weirdest thing.
I would think there'd be like a parody version of that, like on Newgrounds back in the day.
Gotta be.
Yeah.
Back when Flash games were a thing. Those are dead now.
Those are now dead. Yes.
Which makes me very, very sad.
Yeah.
Which that being said, there is a very good reason for that.
Oh, is it does it have something about cybersecurity?
Oh yeah, there's no security. No. Flash was like, we opened so many backdoors for our computers in the back of the day. And it was way worse than we thought it was.
That makes sense to me now.
Yep.
Yeah. You know what? Thank you, Newgrounds.
Yeah. So anyways, the dish tells them to go seek out Station.
Yep, who is 2 people, but at the same time 1.
Yes, the smartest being a scientist in the universe.
Yep.
And they're not human.
Yeah, they're an alien.
They at first, it then later on. It doesn't have any genitals, but has a giant ass.
Yeah.
It has a bolted-on booty, if you will.
Yes. I love how Bill and Ted also comment that at the end. That's great. Rockin' Beauty, dude.
They're playing charades with, like, the world's greatest minds.
Yeah, you have Mr. Albert Einstein.
Yeah, who does deserve to be there?
You have Mr. Ben Franklin.
Arguably.
I think you have Confucius.
Arguably, but
Yeah.
I'm less comfortable saying Confucius deserves that.
Yeah, I think he also had like Madeline Monroe up
Yeah,
there.
I remember there was someone where I went, "You shouldn't be there."
Yeah, you shouldn't be here.
There
Please
was
leave.
there was definitely someone out there where I was like, "Why are you in heaven?"
There was like a couple more. It was like oh god,
I remember Confucius, or at least I think Confucius.
I think it was either Confucius or it had to be Confucius. I can't think of like anyone else that would be.
No, he's kind of the Asian philosopher that everyone knows.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
actually did take an Asian philosophy class in my master's program, and you know, my main problem with that is not being able to get the names straight.
Ah, just like pronouncing them or like
Yeah, well, when you have trouble pronouncing them, it's like they're not. It becomes very hard to like rationalize and categorize ideas.
that's true. Yeah, yeah. Was Socrates there? No, he wasn't there.
I'm literally looking at Bill and Ted Heaven.
Oh. You know what? You know what you're confusing this with
What?
is when they're trying to summon those spirits, and you
Oh,
said
that's
the overhyped spirit calling guild, or
yes, yeah.
like
That
they had, like Gandhi. They had like uh,
you can make a very real argument that Gandhi should not be there.
you could,
Okay, Kevin.
yeah.
Here, let me just tell you the weirdest thing Gandhi did. In my
Does it
opinion,
have to do with like underage girls?
who are his relatives,
Yeah, no, I know.
naked in his bed, so he could resist temptation.
Ew. Ew.
Now,
You just not eat food or something, and you do that instead, Gandhi.
right
Yeah,
now,
that's weird.
could he just hire some random prostitutes, not his relatives?
What? Why does it have to be his relatives? Why does it have to be under his? There's like a lot of problems with this. This is like a Game of Thrones kind of weird thing.
Yeah, like I said, you could make an argument now.
It's like something George R. R. Martin would write, like,
Yeah.
or Stephen King back in the day with It. It's like that type of thing
Yeah, got with that. One second. I'm on the Wikipedia article. Let's see if it actually has it.
about like Gandhi.
No, about um station actually.
Oh, okay. What station is?
Yeah,
Oh, there's Buff Station. There's 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 like Big Chungus Station.
it's theorized that Kid Cudi is the next incarnation of Station in Bill and Ted.
Oh, what is that supposed to mean?
No idea.
Okay, perfect. Thank you, Ted, for
Oh,
making me more confused.
I think I'm reading stuff from the third movie.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so yeah, don't read anything about
Yeah,
that yet.
because I don't remember them sending infinite copies of themselves.
Yeah, no, that's different. That's a different scenario we got to talk about later.
Which now Kev, I think we have to watch the third movie.
Oh, that was the plan, my friend.
But oh my god, now I'm super confused.
It's the ending to this movie actually is super confusing for the third one.
Have you seen the third one?
I have not seen it yet. I want to, and this is making me even more want to.
That's
But
fair. So they get out of heaven
yeah,
with the aliens
and death.
and death, and then they go and make good versions of them.
Because he's the greatest scientist in the universe.
And then Station fuses into Mega Station.
Yeah.
And makes
Optimus Station.
Optimus Station, I like that better. And then makes Bill and Ted robots. But I'm really disappointed in the good Bill and Ted robots.
What were you thinking they were going to be?
Oh, I thought they were going to be exact duplicates of Bill and Ted. There was going to be 3 of all of them.
Like 3 pairs of Bill
Yes.
and Ted's? I kind of prefer the Rock'em Sock'em looking robots.
Rock'em Sock'em is good. It looks that bad.
To be fair, they got most of the stuff from like Home Depot.
Yes.
So it can't be that good.
However, I guess aesthetics kind of took a back priority to just raw power.
Yeah, because
they just flat out murder evil Bill and Ted.
I mean, all's fair is fair.
Yeah, they're very powerful.
Yeah, they have their power rating is super high.
Yes, exactly. It's over 9,000.
Yeah, I would say even higher than that, maybe.
Yeah. And then, of course, Rufus's mentor appears in a time portal.
Yeah.
And then Bill and Ted play the time game, and then where they set up things in the future. And then he tries playing the time game, but turns out that Bill and Ted actually win and we're just fucking with them, which I think is hilarious. That's in character, though.
So that is in character, but at the same time too, this reminds me of the first movie where it's like, oh, we have to make sure like Ted, your dad doesn't actually like catch us, and then just like a garbage can like appears out of nowhere and just like falls on top of his head. But at the same time too, it's even more ridiculous because not only did they So the presumption is that they won, but they won because they dropped a sandbag on his hand that was holding the gun.
Yes, and then a cage on him.
Then a cage on him. And
And
then
they decided to fuck with him and
Yeah.
teleport a key and a fake gun in.
yes, so it's not even like the gun was behind a chair or something and he picked it up.
No,
It was just like it's just
they
like
went to the future and teleported
put
the
a gun
to
in his hand. Yeah.
just to fuck with him.
And
The gun like fires and a flag comes out Looney Tune style.
I love that part the
Oh
best.
no, that was great. That was like, oh man, that is. But like that's in character. That's something they would 100% do.
Yeah, and yeah, I just like love the idea of them sitting there for however long it took to draw whatever was on that flag because it just said like Wild Stallions rule or something like that, and just and then put that inside the gun. I do love that. And then in a weird twist, Death, who has suffered a Melvin before, decides to Melvin the bad guy, and he seems to like it. It's a weird grin on his face afterwards.
I assume it was just bad acting, but sure.
Yeah, could be that too.
That would be an interesting stage direction.
Look like you enjoy it. Like I don't know. That was weird. After that, Bill and Ted realize that they still suck at music,
Yes, but thankfully they have backup.
and they also have a time machine still.
Yeah. Oh wait, maybe I got it wrong. Does their mentor appear now or later?
I think it's yes. It was before they went back in time again.
Yes, because oh crap, what's his name? Rufus.
Rufus, yes.
Which awesome. I love the name Rufus.
Me too, actually. Yeah.
Rufus comes out in the form of the woman that let them into the.
He's like
like their manager.
Yeah.
And turns out like it's been Rufus all along, and like takes off a skin suit.
Yeah. Which I don't even know where he got the skin suit, but that's impressive to me.
The future, or he made one.
I guess he would have to make one because the only thing he had was a guitar.
I mean, unless that's like something you just carry around in the future,
like a skin suit. That's creepy. I don't like that. I don't like this Bill and Ted future now. Just always carry around the skin suit of a different gender with you.
I mean, it doesn't have to be a different gender. It just has to be a different person. In case you just don't feel like yourself that day.
Okay, and you live like a.
I'd have one for Brian.
Ah, yeah, that would be your skin suit. Yeah, all right. See, you already have a skin suit. It's just a lot less complicated than his is.
It has gotten to the point where I respond to Brian.
Ah, perfect, Brian. So go from there. We also learn like a deeper relationship between Rufus and this villain here.
And the best part of the movie.
Yeah, and not only was he his teacher, and then Rufus was his favorite pupil, but his gym teacher. That was the best line. That was like the best throwaway line I've ever heard, like ever. And then he was a sit-up champion of 2031.
Which I'm gonna lie, I'm not gonna lie, kind of impressive.
Yeah, that is actually impressive. You know what?
I don't know how big the candidate pool was.
I assume it's pretty big in the future.
It's like, oh yeah, you did the most sit-ups.
Yeah, good on you.
Like, I don't think I could beat everyone in this house in the amount of sit-ups.
Nah, it's
like
yeah.
I said, I could not beat anyone in this house.
So going from there, we come to the last scene of the movie here, and Bill and Ted realize that they have to get better in order to be the stallions that save the world, basically.
So they go into the time machine.
Yep.
For 16 months.
Yep.
And come back with babies.
Yep. Little Bill and little Ted.
Yep. And having spent 16 months learning guitar rather than parroting.
Or a mix of both.
Almost definitely not.
It was probably just like the princesses who took care of the
yeah,
kids.
100%.
Yeah. Yeah. And you know what? That's fine because Bill got like a ZZ Top beard. And
I was going to say they're going to be rich and can provide for their family.
And then Ted also had like a great evil Star Trek goatee.
He did.
Yeah.
I actually preferred them in the facial hair mode.
I don't prefer the ZZ Top beard.
I think that was hilarious.
It was funny. I would also think it'd be even funnier if he just like ripped it off and said like, okay, I was wearing that to warm up my face. Now I'm ready to play.
That would have been amazing.
Yeah.
And then they play actually okay music.
Yeah.
And then we see the best credit sequence ever.
I think so, yes.
And for once, it wasn't the music.
It wasn't the music; it was just the visuals of like the newspaper clippings.
Yes, and it's everything from like Bill and Ted Play Grand Canyon
Yes, that was the start of that.
to Death Makes solo album.
Yep, yep.
Air guitars, Clear
Clears up
Smog.
smog.
They played Mars.
Yep.
Death Rejoins Band. The Wild Stallions splitting up, or the rumors thereof, makes the
Dow go down like
600
60%.
points.
Yeah.
600 points.
600 points.
And
Yeah.
then it reaches an all-time max when it finds out it's all a rumor.
It kind of reminds me of actually the Corona.
Yeah, kind of.
So that was great.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that was the funniest part of the movie.
Yeah. I think that had some really good zingers in there. And then I think the funniest one was Missy hooks up with that other guy.
Oh, that's right.
She hooks up with the villain.
Yeah.
And breaks up with Ted's dad. Sad.
You know
But
what? I'm not gonna lie, I'm disappointed she didn't end up with Death.
that would be, wow. Yeah. You know what? Or Station.
Ooh, you know what? Station deserves it.
Yeah, he worked hard.
No matter what, she's pretty.
Yeah. Missy is pretty. And in the future, they can maintain that prettiness even longer.
Hey man, you laugh. If I had the option, like, no, put me a peak appearance forever, I'd do it.
I wouldn't argue with that. That's fine with me. So Ted, let me ask you something here. What would you rate this movie out of? Oh, okay. I think I got a good rating scale here. Out of how many evil Bill and Teds would you rate this?
2?
No, let me rephrase that. Out of how many Bill and Teds would you rate this? 1 out of 6?
5.
5 out of 6?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to say 4 out of 6.
Oh, interesting.
I like Hell a lot. I think Kevin could have been a little bit more interesting.
Now that you're saying it, maybe 4 out of 6 is a better rating.
Yeah, I love the first movie just because the plot itself was pretty simple and straightforward.
The plot was definitely better in the first one.
Yeah, I think a lot more of the jokes kind of land in the second one.
Oh, that's true. But at the same time, I don't know, it lost some organicness in that.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Like, them, like, getting murdered by their feet. Like, if they didn't do the whole afterlife thing and stuck to the time travel stuff.
Yeah.
Or stuck to the whole afterlife thing.
And then do the time travel like whatsoever.
Yeah, no, like one or the other, I think would have been better.
I think so too. Like having the time travel to set up the scenario, and then it just kind of just doesn't come back because we don't have the time machine anymore. They sent it back like with them and everything.
Yeah, if they just did like Terminator's Bill and Ted Come to the Future, kill them.
Yeah.
And then it's them rummaging around in the afterlife
for a while. Yeah.
Yeah, but, like go to you know what really funny if they went like, oh shit, we're in Buddhist heaven.
Oh, like they just go to different versions of the afterlife. That would be really cool, actually. I would like that a lot.
It's like, oh fuck, we're in Valhalla.
we have to fight.
They become skalds in Valhalla for a while, playing their bad music.
So, and then they have to go to all these different religious figures and get them all together to beat the evil good and evil Ted. That would be great. I would love that.
And then Fat Buddha falls from the ceiling.
Yeah, and just like oh, that would be totally a joke too. Like just like squishes them like a sumo wrestler kind of thing. You know what? 4 out of 6 sounds fine.
Yeah, 4 out of 6.
Yeah. All right. Just want to say thank you everybody for listening, and we'll catch you all next time.
Yes, and by the way, throughout this entire movie, I had an adorable little French bulldog puppy snuggled on my chest.
Well, technically sound producer in training, but we'll
intern, sure.
Intern, yes, intern puppy.
All right, that's all, folks.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-da-ba. See you next time.
Don't sue us.
We already sang those songs earlier, dude. I think that's too late. All right, bye.